Hi everyone, Jody here again. I had decided from last week that I wanted to, make my next video be based on a certain topic, but I feel like God has been laying something different on my heart, and with anything that He, you know, I guess puts on my heart or kind of pushes me towards doing, I try my best to listen and follow instructions. So today, this video is just pretty much about me being open and honest, I guess you could say. So I know that in my last two videos, we're talking about different ways to, stay positive and stay energized and, do these things, and yeah, you'll get through this and there's no problem, no worries, and not saying that the suggestions that I made aren't helpful, aren't beneficial. I'm not saying that, but I just think that with everything in life, when we're going through a challenge, that there are just those times where you just kind of hit a wall, and it's like you feel like you literally can't move or you can't do anything. It's kind of like the runner's block or writer's block, where it's just you feel like you have nothing else to give. And if I am completely honest with you, from last week Friday, I've been feeling this way. It just kind of, in a sense, just kind of fell on me all of a sudden. And, at first I was getting pretty like anxious and like worried about it. But then I have to keep reminding myself that, I know in my past video that I said that, feelings are fickle and feelings come and go. And that's true. That is still very true. But I think it's really important as individuals that whatever it is that we are feeling or that we're going through, that we acknowledge those feelings and that we try to figure out why we're feeling the way that we're feeling. Like I said before, I've just been kind of in this, not in a slump, but almost kind of like that, where it's like I'm sleeping a lot later than I used to. I'm going to sleep in the night lot later than I used to. And I know it's all just because of this whole house arrest, quarantine, whatever you want to call it, right? And I'm an introvert, and I love being home. I love being in my safe place. I love being able to recharge and just being able to just kind of be away from everything. But even as an introvert, this is starting to be a bit much for me. And and again, just how I'm feeling, it's okay. It's okay. I would never say that, oh, my faith is wavering, or I'm not trusting God as much. I wouldn't even say that at all. I think it's just me being human. And I just want to say that if you are feeling the same way, that's okay. Because this is a big change. This is a big adjustment. I mean, if you have been following the news in Cayman, I mean, in the world as well, but in Cayman, you just keep hearing about the more cases that are happening. And you're hearing that, schools aren't going to open until God knows when. Places are going to probably be on shutdown for a lot longer than expected. In the US, they're saying that these are going to be the worst. These next 2 weeks are going to be the worst. And it is, it's just a lot. And like I said, I haven't been watching the news more. I haven't been listening. I haven't been on Instagram. I haven't been on Facebook, because I actually took a break from them. But it's just, as humans, just eventually we just hit a wall, and I just want to encourage you that if you feel that way, you are not alone, because like I said, I have been feeling it, and I have been cleaning around my house like crazy. I've been cluttering like crazy. I have been working out like crazy. Oh my gosh, I don't think I have worked out this much since I've had my children. And it's not in a sense to be like, oh yeah, I'm working out, I'm in the best shape of my life. It's not even like that. It's more of like a survival kind of a thing. Like running, or because that's what I've been doing. I've been doing the running, the run keeper. That definitely helps with my mood. Like it definitely helps me feel like, okay, I've done something good today for myself. I'm trying my best to keep a positive mindset. And I think that's just the main thing that we have to keep saying to ourselves. Like, yeah, I feel like crap. I feel very sluggish. I don't want to do anything. but let me try my best to do the things that I know that are going to make me feel better, even if it's just for a couple hours, you know? Because I think right now, just again, with any challenge that we go through in life, you're going to have to do those things that you really just don't see the point. You really don't feel like doing, but that's how we overcome these challenges, right? Just doing the things that we know that we should do and that we have to do. And then some days, you know, you're gonna probably like, you know, I just don't feel like cleaning, or I don't feel like exercising, or I don't feel like writing or reading a book, or whatever it is that you were doing to keep yourself inspired. And that's okay, because to me, again, like I said, if you're feeling a way, you know, acknowledge those feelings. You know, try to figure out why you're feeling the way you're feeling, which, I mean, for my case, it's because we're locked in this house and we're not allowed to do anything. And another thing is, we were supposed to go away next week Friday. So I know that's a big trigger right there. And again, that's just what I'm saying. Whatever it is, important that whatever you are feeling, try to figure out why you're feeling the way you're feeling. And honestly, that idea just popped into my head just now, just from just talking through this video, that wait a minute, that's why I was feeling that way, because we were supposed to go away. And that's the thing that I always tell my students, right? Talking is so beneficial, even if it's not necessarily to somebody else. And there's this thing that I do, and I know some people find it quite odd, but I will take my phone and I will just record myself, just talking, and talking, you know, praying, like, you know, God, what is it you're trying to show me here? What are you trying to reveal? And lo and behold, from just talking, I guess, to myself, the answer appears, you know? So to me, if you are struggling a lot this week, or if you feel like, you know, next week you're, again, like how I am, hitting that wall, just take some time and just try to figure out what it is. I mean, obviously we know big part of it is being house arrest or in quarantine, but you know, there's always different things as well, you know, depending on like for me, example, we were supposed to go away. I know for a lot of mothers, they were supposed to have baby showers, they weren't able to have them. You know, your first child's birthday, you were not able to have it. You know, unfortunately, it might be like maybe one of your family members passed away last year and this is the anniversary time, you know, so it could be different things. But I guess just the main focus of this video is that if you feel a way, it's okay. Nothing is wrong with you. It's normal. Our emotions are there to tell us that something is up and that we need to try to figure out what it is. That doesn't mean that you are less of a human, that you are less of a Christian. You know, I think in general that acknowledging our emotions and trying to figure out why we feel the way we feel is important as a Christian and as an individual. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say in this video, is that, you know, I'm having a hard time this week, but I'm trying to do the best that I can. And some days I'm more successful than others. But you know what? That's okay, because we're all human. We're all trying to figure this out. We're all doing it, you know, one step at a time, day by day. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and depending on what happens next week, maybe I will actually talk about the specific topic I wanted to share today, but we'll see. But as always, please have a good rest of the evening, because it is nighttime right now, and I will see you next week. Bye.